party, we've got the sandwich that you want to feed all of your guests. So Randy's going to prepare a prime rib sandwich that will start 2020 off right. Yeah. But before we even get to that, I want to show you what happened at Randy's house this week, and I haven't even seen this. Randy, set it up for us.
Well, there was a little accident, and somebody's guilty, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Right?
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's take a look.
Why didn't you put it?
I did put it up on the breakfast bar. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Hey,
JR.
who did that?
JR.
Who did that?
JR did it.
Who was it, Lucy?
JR.
Was it JR? JR? Hey, did you do that? Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty!
He was guilty. It didn't take long.
Busted.
That cash was upset. Oh, it was a bad day. Yeah. Last year was the kinder. And you'd think you'd learn, but a year's a long time. You kind of forget these things, and the cash just put it down on the counter.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, you got to the bottom of that mystery.
There you go. Survival of the fittest.
Now let's talk about the New Year's party, because this is the sort of sandwich that you sort of have. You see it as the party, the central to the party, but how are you using this sandwich? It's not as they walk in the door.
No, this is bait so nobody can leave.
Okay.
The prime rib sandwich doesn't get served till 1:30 in the morning.
Yes.
And you got to keep everyone fed. But I feel the appetizers kind of start at 8, and then 9, and 10, and 11. Then everyone kind of drinks a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And so you got to bait them. You're like, you can't go until the prime rib sandwich.
No.
You got to stay, right?
You got to wait.
And you know you're not being served till 1:30. So then everyone stays for the Happy New Year's, and then everyone's thinking about going to the door. You're like, oh no.
No.
We have the king of sandwiches, the prime rib sandwich. Look at this thing.
Why
Which is
wouldn't you
something
wait
like
for
here we
that?
going back to the prime cuts.
I would cook it more though.
You cook this more? Yes. Well, that's why we're here today. What we're going to do is the method R today. And I call it R for either rare or for Randy.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Choose your weapon.
One or the other.
So Massimo's going to start the marinade. He's going to start with mustard,
Well,
rosemary.
you're gonna start with this. Yeah. Mustard, rosemary.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
All right.
What we want to do is we want to pack it with flavor before we roast it off, right?
Okay.
And so when we're roasting it, all this stuff like the mustard and the rosemary, heavy on the Worcestershire, like really heavy on the Worcestershire, red wine. Yeah, get in there.
Get
red
in there.
wine.
Put it all in.
Touch of hot sauce. And you know, not the Italian way, just a little bit of olive oil, Massimo.
Okay.
So can you do that? Can you not be so ready?
It's got its own fat.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good.
See?
Little salt and pepper.
He was practicing exercising some major restraint there.
That's
with
He
the
right.
definitely
oil.
was. And then, like every good piece of beef needs, it needs
little
some,
massage.
it needs some little massage, little
That's
love.
right.
And today it's going to get the Italian
Do it.
love from the one and only
Wait.
mustache man.
Let me do it.
There we go.
Okay.
That is
Dump it in.
that's a huge cut of
So
meat, though,
I'm
Randy.
glad you brought that up. If you're going to do it, you got to go big, because the bigger it is, the more impressive it is. I mean, that's what I've heard.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure, but that's what I've heard. And so my method on this, you
I've
can
never
do
heard
it with
that
a smaller
before.
cut, or you can do it with a larger cut. But hear me out. This is 10 pounds. So this is a
Okay.
mathematical equation so everyone at home can cook the perfect prime rib. So
Okay.
10 pounds, we're going to cook every pound 5 minutes in the oven. So if we had 5 pounds, it'd be 25 minutes. If we had 10 pounds, it would be, I do this with
50
my son all the
minutes.
time. Yes, right,
Yes.
right. 50
Ooh,
minutes.
thank God I was
so we're
paying
gonna
attention
go
there.
450 on a
got
baking
caught.
rack
Yeah.
at 450 degrees
Give us
into
a
your
minute.
oven. Okay, now keep in mind, you're never going to see this thing again until it's done. It's going to take 3 hours.
Oh
so
my
it's going to go
gosh.
50 minutes in the oven at 450.
Yeah.
You close the door, never look at it, don't turn on the light, just forget about it. Set a timer, 50 minutes. After the 50 minutes, you're going to turn the oven off.
Okay.
And you're going to walk away again for 3 more hours.
Really?
It's just going to sit in there. You open up that oven door, you ruin everything.
And I
So do not-
guarantee you, they're the longest 3 house of your life.
the room is
Because the whole
gonna smell
house
so
smells
good.
amazing.
You're
Totally
watching it.
have to ignore it. Pretend
So
it
just
doesn't even
before I bust it
exist.
out, Jay's going to start with our creme fraiche, because what we're going to do is just not enough flavor there. He's going to start with fresh horseradish, like heavy on that, Jay. Like
Heavy?
hit it really, really
Wow.
hard. And I've got some 35%
Yeah, hold
creme
it.
fraiche.
Okay.
So creme fraiche is basically like really expensive sour cream from France
Yeah.
with a lot more fat. Sour cream's 5%, this is 35. So we're going heavy
Okay.
on fat. You ready
That's the
for
good
this?
stuff. So basically, people at the party are smelling this the entire time they're there,
They are.
right?
And it
So
comes
this
out-
makes this
That's
is
just
better than
evil.
any potpourri you could possibly
Oh
find.
my God! No, that means they're just
This
going. What
is
is
I
going
think you
on here?
just roast
Right?
beef potpourri. That's
Roast
it,
beef
right?
potpourri.
Next Christmas.
So when it comes out, you can see it's just crusty on the outside. It's got a little jiggle to it.
Wait, let me clean up
There
that.
you
Boom.
go. Well,
Put
it's
it
gonna go in
down.
the same spot. Massimo's going to
down.
remove the bones first.
Okay.
And then we're going to cut this baby open. I really, really, really hope this is done right, because I'm talking it up.
It looks good. That looks good.
Right? want it sliced, like thin, thin, yeah.
Oh, God.
You ready?
This is amazing.
And-
All of my dreams start with the sandwiches.
And tell me there's some pink.
Oh, there is plenty of pink.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Wow.
Right?
Beautiful. Okay, what cheese you're using?
Provolone, just
A little
nice
bit of
provolone.
provolone.
And just like Jay's, but not with puff pastry and salmon, it's
Yeah.
going to kind of protect the bread a little bit, right?
Yep.
And so then we're going to go caramelized onions.
Beautiful.
Right. And everyone's at the party now. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, what's going on? You take this thing out, you start carving it up. A little bit of, I knew Massimo was going to be here today, so a little rapini.
Nice.
Right.
This is lovely.
Is this
Okay, so
getting
now
somewhere?
everybody's gathered around the island at the party. They're watching you, so make sure you haven't had too many
Massimo.
cocktails. You got to assemble this all. Slice it up for everybody.
Look at this. Oh, the prime rib is full of fat, right? And that's what you're after. You drip this over this like this.
Are you okay? Are you gonna be okay?
And I gotta tell you, 4 hours. So, oh. But there's one more thing you gotta do. This is
Eat
just,
it.
well, you gotta eat it. Like it's stacked up pretty high. And I mean, you can go 2 inch, 3 inch. You do it. Oh,
Right.
I forgot
Don't
about the
forget.
creme fraiche. Look at this.
Put it right there.
Put it right here.
I
Like
just want to
this.
see you at 1 o'clock in the morning when you've had a few drinks making this
Yes.
sandwich. Could you be like,
It's gonna get bigger.
about the creme fraiche?
And then horseradish is just gonna bite through
Oh, yeah.
and be kind of crazy. So then go on like that.
It's beautiful.
That's the only way.
Do the squeeze.
Push it, and then it's about portion control, Trace.
Yep.
It's about portion control. So
That's
I feel
one
like
sandwich, isn't it?
yes.
Beautiful.
You need the skewers.
It's a sandwich at 1:30 in the morning.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
So we've waited for the sandwich. We have all enjoyed the sandwich. Now you may go home and get out of my house. That was beautiful.